All right, so the college I made a video about yesterday responded to my video in two different ways. They sent an email out to their faculty, and then they responded to a news article's inquiry online. And I'm going to show you both of those. But first, let me just pause and say, when I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong. In the last video, I was wrong about a couple things. I was wrong about this internship being a job. It's definitely not a job. But it's definitely not an internship either. It's a course. It's a boot camp. It's a training seminar, and we'll get to that a little bit more later. I was also wrong in thinking that the students currently going to this university were actively being recruited to do this internship. And that's not true either. It's for people outside of the university. And I'm not here to put down your schools. I'm not here to defame or take away its prestige. I'm just here to make sure that you don't get swindled and that you can read between the lines when the time comes. So I'm going to show you the email response to the faculty first and then the article online. Dear faculty, staff, students, alumni, and other friends of this university. Many of you have been reaching out about a malicious and misinformed YouTube video that maligns the Institute in our research teaser internship program. I'm not malicious because I'm trying to point out things that don't make sense. I refrain from sharing the link to the video since it has already gained more publicity than it deserves and suggest you do so too, but would like to clarify that the program is a legitimate one and that has the backing of the Institute. So I was right in that they are partnered. And it is no way exploitative of the students joining it. I mean, that's what anyone would say that's actively exploiting someone. The Research Teaser Internship Program was specifically created to give Tier 2 college students a quick exposure to a few emerging technology areas and an opportunity to briefly connect with research. Based on a learn-by-doing model, the month-long programs in areas ranging from cybersecurity, Internet of Things, and speech processing are structured along the lines of a typical internship. That is not an internship. That is not the definition of an internship. This is the definition of an internship. The position of a student or trainee who works in an organization, sometimes without pay, in order to gain work experience or satisfy requirements for a qualification. It is not a learn-by-doing class. It goes on to say, the hands-on learning-based program includes building a small project like in a typical internship. That is not a typical internship. A typical internship is where you go to a company and you see what those workers are doing and you try to help them do their job while you learn how they do their job so that eventually you get that job. Now, the main thing here is that you say the internship nomenclature seems to have been misconstrued. Are you saying that I'm not recognizing what an internship is? Because I'm literally using the definition of an internship to say what you're offering for money is not an internship. It is a course. What really doesn't make sense to me is how a website like Intern Shala, where they offer actual internships, actual jobs, trainee positions, I see nothing in here about a course. I see nothing in here about building a capstone project at the end. All I see is this is what you're going to do at this company. So it blows my mind that Intern Shala knows what an internship is, but this prestigious university doesn't understand what the definition of an internship is. Well, it's probably because of a couple reasons that I'll get into. First of which, I'd like to start at the article that wrote about me. Background: a company called Condura and IIT have partnered to sell research internship. By all appearances, the internship appears to be more of a course and a boot camp. Students are required to pay to sign up for it. There is no stipend. There is a certificate of completion and participation award based on the graded performance. Professors are listed. The posters state that one will be working on projects. The project component might be seen as an internship, which seems to be the rationale behind this branding, which goes to the extent of calling the certificates internship certificates. This seems to be more deliberate than a mistake, to capitalize on students from other colleges for whom an internship certificate holds more value than a boot camp or just another online course, and thus are willing to pay the fee even for an internship that's not an internship. Let's go to the part where they write about me. Josh, a popular tech industry YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. This video is not researched enough with logical jumps. He makes the assumption that students at this college are mandated to do these internships, which is untrue. That is not what I said. This is what I said. Now, I know that internships are required at universities in India for the most part, so this is essentially a pay-to-win system. I did not say that students at this university are required to do this Condura internship. That's not what I said at all. I just said, in general, in India, at universities, usually the internship plays a large part of being able to complete your degree. And so that would motivate some people to be like, I can pay for that? Okay, well, let me just pay for that checkbox since I couldn't actually get an internship. That is my argument. Given the popularity of the channel, coupled with the fact that aspirants and parents tend to look up the college when considering choices, the impact of such a video is significant. The video passes critical value judgments of the institute, going as far to ask current students to leave the place as soon as possible.
Make sure people don't even go to this college. If you're at this college, I'd recommend that you get away ASAP.
That's critical judgment, apparently. Parents and aspirants, especially many that would have taken out loans to finance their education, are likely to shy away. You should shy away anyways and just not take loans out. That's probably not a good idea, especially when you can learn most of this stuff online for free. A lot of people were saying, Josh, they're just partnering up with someone kind of like Coursera does. Well, here's the thing. Coursera is free unless you want the certificate. So why would you want the certificate so bad unless you really needed it for something like, to get your degree and get that internship checkbox on your resume? Let's jump back to the email to the faculty for a second where it says, the website clearly states that it is a research teaser program. Oh, really? It says that, right? Well, if you go to the actual site, it says a project-based online internship program. Now, one would think an online internship program would be something similar to, say, this internship for 55 Technologies on Internshala, not a course. Right? Now, in your definition, you say that building a project and doing these things is typical for an internship because I don't think that's true. If you go to Internshala, you'll see that people are doing work, nothing in here about studying the latest technologies and building capstone projects. Here's the part where they try to justify the fee of the research teaser internship program course bootcamp training seminar. They say the students are charged a small fee, 3,776 rupees, more as a seriousness fee to keep students invested in it. So you have to pay money to be seen as serious and invested in the program? What kind of BS is that? Just say you want to make a profit, or just say you need enough money to pay the teachers. But don't say, I don't want your money, I want your loyalty. Especially because in yesterday's video, it shows that you were justifying why you should pay for the internship. But why pay for the internship? Well, you should pay because this is the only program that adds massive value to your resume. They say you should pay because a real project on a hot technology to showcase on your resume. Real knowledge on the subject because you are learning by doing. You can do that at an actual internship, by the way. You can learn by doing. A merit certificate from the college has an immense brand value. Now, you're saying that the students should pay to show that they're invested and loyal and committed to the program. But you're also saying, well, you get to work on a real project. And so which one is it? Pick one. And let me just make it clear here. I don't have a problem with selling courses or doing boot camps or training seminars or classes. I have a problem with it being labeled something and making people pay for that label so that they think that they can use it on their resume for a checkbox. And that's one of the major marketing points you use, because this is the only program that adds massive value to your resume. I don't think a university should be offering a pay-to-win play. People should go get actual internships, the definition of an internship, go work, go get real hands-on experience with hot technology there too, and maybe even get paid for it instead of being the ones that have to pay you. So the TLDR of all of this is, does it come down to a case of bad marketing on their part? Was it an honest mistake? Or does this come down to them naming it an internship because they want to let people buy a checkbox on their resume? I mean, after all, that's why it says that you should buy it for your resume. And don't forget about your certificate of completion. If it wants to be a course, call it a course. If it wants to be a boot camp, call it a boot camp. If it wants to be a training seminar, call it a training seminar. But this is not an internship. Even the article agrees. For all intents and purposes, this is a boot camp branded incorrectly, perhaps maliciously. Given the placement on the homepage, the administration is either number one, aware of the branding, or number two, completely unaware and needs to establish both a better system of checks for the MOUs and a better policy for how the website is updated. Either way, it appears to be a bad idea as it is actively damaging the institute's PR. So again, this college can't understand the definition of an internship, but Internshala can. Now here's a fun fact. Since yesterday's video, if we scroll down to the programs are now sold out. You can't click on them for any more information and read about them anymore. But that's okay because I have yesterday's video. And in that video, you can see the justification of why you should pay. That's convenient that it's now sold out and you can't see this part of it where they're saying you should pay for your resume. They're just saying you show commitment and honesty and loyalty and investment. Now, is this college in damage control mode? I don't know. Can this college admit that they made a mistake? I don't know. I did. I will. That's not a problem. But what I will do is give you the Philip J. Fry squint and say that I think that you're using this branding specifically to get people who didn't get into your university or a very good university so that they can buy this and put it on their resume to look like a better prospect for employers. That's just what I'm thinking here. I'm just trying to read between the lines. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what you intended, and maybe you'll change the branding to reflect what it actually is, which is not an internship. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. I'm not trying to make you guys mad. I'm not trying to offend a bunch of people here. I am on your side. We're on the same team, dude. And, I just don't want you guys to get swindled. I don't want you guys to pay money for certificates for your resume when you can learn stuff online for free. Okay? We're on the same team here. All right. That's all I got. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share it. Thanks so much. See you in the next one.